بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. الحمد لله رب العالمين، والصلاة والسلام على أشرف الأنبياء المرسلين محمد وأهل بيت الطيبين الطاهرين المعصومين، سيما الإمام المنتظر الحجة الثاني عشر، روحي وأرواح العالمين لتراب مقدمه الفداء. أما بعد، بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. ربي زدني علما. صدق الله العلي العظيم. اللهم صل على محمد وآل محمد. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Apologies for the slight delay today. Inshallah, normally I start on time, but slight delay today. Right. Now, last week, when we had the lesson, we spoke about the demonstrative nouns, and we spoke about the following nouns. Hada, which means this for masculine. Hadihi, this for female. And then we learned, which, if something is slightly further away, we learned dhalika and tilka. And also haulai, which means these, and ulaika means those, just slightly further away. And then we went through some vocabulary as well. We did the following sentences, that هذا القرآن, just a recap for everyone, هذا القرآن. So the word Quran is treated feminine, masculine, so that's the reason why we use hada, and anaro is treated feminine, so we use hadhi. So normally anything which is irrational, meaning that it doesn't possess any intellect, not referring to human beings. And if it doesn't have, so last week I had someone ask a question, how do we know that this noun is feminine or masculine? If it has a round ta marbuta, like this one here, if you see over here, هذه القرية. So the word قرية, it has a ta marbuta at the end. So when it has a ta marbuta in the end, it refers that this noun is feminine. And when it's feminine, then we use هذه. And also there's another formula as well. If there is a object or a thing, and if it doesn't have an opposite for it, it will be treated as feminine. This is one of the ways of knowing if the noun is going to be masculine or feminine. But normally, the formula is that if it has a ta marbuta, the basic formula is that if it has a ta marbuta at the end, it will be treated as feminine. And we spoke about last week as well, and we said in the following sentences, in regards to the following sentences, هذا القرآن, هذه النار, هذه الأنهار, these rivers, هؤلاء القوم, ذلك الكتاب. We are translating all of these here. This Quran, this fire, and these rivers, هؤلاء القوم, these people, ذلك الكتاب, that book. Now, there's a question which arises, is that sentence number 3, هذه الأنهار, these rivers. Now, the word هذه is this, but al-anharu is rivers. Now, why is now in the English language هذه being translated as these instead of this? Yes? This is a question which was raised in the other class as well, but I want to answer. So, هذه الأنهار, these rivers. Now, does anyone know? Now, first of all, okay, let me explain, because some people may say, okay, why do some people know? Why don't? I'll explain. Now, the reason for this is that in the Arabic language, if there is, so this here, over here, هذه الأنهار, what's the singular first of all of this? What's the singular of أنهار?
نهر.
Yeah, النهر, نهر.
نهر.
Yeah, or النهر. If it's with alif lam, النهر, and if it's without alif lam, نهر, tanween. So there's a formula in the Arabic language. Whenever alif lam comes, the last letter will lose its tanween. So for example, narun become an-naru. Nahrun becomes an-nahru. Now, in the Arabic language, is that whenever you have a plural, so whenever in the Arabic language you have a plural, so nahrun is singular, al-anharu is plural. Whenever you have a plural, you will always use the singular feminine to refer to it. So let me go back. Hada was masculine, singular, and singular feminine is this one here, hadihi. This is a formula in the Arabic language. So this is a universal one. You'll see in the Quran again and again as well. So anything which is plural and it is non-living, meaning irrational, meaning not referring to human beings, it will be treated as singular feminine. So that's the reason why hadhil anharu is used instead of saying, for example, so nahrun is masculine, the singular is masculine. Hada nahrun, hada an-nahru, hada an-nahru, this river. But anharu is plural, so we will use hadhil anharu. So all plurals of non-human objects will be treated as singular feminine. If it's close, then you will see hadihi. If it is slightly further away and you're referring to it, you see tilkal anharu, those rivers. So here, and the thing is that in the English language, if I said this river, it doesn't make any sense. So that's the reason why in sometimes this is another important point, is that sometimes what is said in Arabic, you cannot literally translate it into English language because it does not convey a correct translation. So this is the technicalities of translation. So for this reason, we have to use these rivers. If I said this rivers, it wouldn't make sense. So we have to translate hadihi, despite being singular in the Arabic, but that's a ruling in the Arabic. We have to use a singular with the plural. Is this clear with everyone?
Yes.
Yep.
Yes, it is. Yes.
Yes.
And over here now, you see here, we're saying to something which is close by, and we're not saying hadhil qawmu. Qawm is a word which is treated as plural. So sometimes in English language as well, the word like, for example, sheep and nation, these are, so in Arabic language, the word qawm is treated as plural. So that's the reason why, and also is referring to human beings. Qawm is a nation is made of, created of human beings. So that's the reason why we're not saying hadil qawmu, we're saying ha'ula'il qawmu, these people. Yes, everyone? So here's hadil and haro. We're not saying ha'ula'il and haro, these rivers, but we're saying hadhil anharu. Yes, Sister Sayeda?
Yes, God.
Right, okay. And then we also okay, so this is so far what we did, and then I'll come to this shortly. I want to do some vocabulary and then I will move on forward. Then we did some of this vocabulary. So I'm going to ask, let's bring Brother Mehdi Rizvi. Brother Mehdi Rizvi. Assalamu alaikum rahmatullah. Can you kindly come on the mic? Just practice these vocabulary, and then inshallah we'll go through the next phase of the lesson. Bismillah.
What do you want me to do? I'm sorry.
If you could kindly go through the vocabulary, please.
Okay, all right. Ummatun, umamun, banatun, ibnatun, ashya.
Translation as well. You mentioned the translation.
Oh, I'm sorry. The first one is communities. This banatun is daughter. Ashya, thing. Shayun, singular.
Yes, singular shay'un, ashya'un is plural, correct.
Correct. And darun and dayarun, yadorun is abode. Hizbun, ahzabun, party.
Yep.
Asarun, asarun, track or effect.
Yep.
Sinatun, lisanun is language, I mean tongue. Naqatun, she camel. Ibulun. Nahar,
Yep.
Anharun, river. Fazlun, bounty. I don't know, there's no plural, I guess.
Yep.
Sehrun, Siratun, paper. Kamisun, shirt. Mujrimun, sinner. Qalilan, few. Mustaqimun, straight. Ajibun, strange. Halalun, permissible. Haramun, forbidden. Baidun, far-reaching.
Excellent. Brilliant. Thank you for that.
I know you probably went over this. If you go up a little bit,
Yep.
the naqatun, the plural of naqatun, what iblun, what was that?
Yeah, so this is of course in the Arabic language. When it comes to camels, there are several different words for the word for camels. Jamalun as well, and there are other words as well. So in Arabic language, the Arabs are quite expert in camels, and due to that, there's several different words in the Arabic language referring to camels of different ages as well.
Huh.
Okay.
Okay,
So Naqadun singular and Ibilin, it's a plural. Right. Okay. Brilliant.
thank you.
Now, I want to, before I move on to the next phase into this lesson, I want to do, I've sent this handout out, and I want to do a comparison for you to understand. So in this lesson, you will see, let me just show you. So in this lesson, if you look at these translations, what we have done so far, we have translated it as هذا القرآن, Quran meaning the Quran, this Quran, هذه الأنهار, this fire. Now, the thing which you need to remember is that the word al-Qur'anu, an-naru, all of these words which are coming after the word the demonstrative noun, are coming with the alif lam. Now, in the Arabic language, the alif lam, al-Qur'anu, an-naharu, al-anharu, al-qawmu, al-kitabu, in the Arabic language, this alif lam is called the definite article. So the definite article, it means uh, you're referring to a particular object or a person itself. الرجل, the man. Okay, so whenever there's alif lam after hada, hadihi, you translated this Quran, this fire, these rivers. Is this clear so far before I move to the next phase? Yes, everyone?
Yes, yes, it
Yeah.
is.
Now, the reason for this is that هذا القرآن, when there's alif lam after هذا and هذه, these words now, or this sentence is not, sorry, this becomes a compound construction, and it's treated as a phrase. So when you say this fire, these rivers, these are treated as phrases, not a sentence. These are, so whenever after هذا, هذه, there's alif lam, both parts are joined together and treated as one compound together. Compound in Arabic and Urdu, we call it murakkab. It's compound of two words together. So this is called a compound and is treated as a phrase. And these are incomplete sentences. They are incomplete sentences because they don't give a complete meaning, and they are not a complete sentence. For example, if I say هذا القرآن, هذا القرآن عربي, this Quran is Arabic. هذه النار حارة, this fire is hot. هذه الأنهار جميلة, these rivers are beautiful. So when you have a second noun which comes, and remember this point, so when you have a second noun comes, so these nouns at the moment, all of these nouns are having alif lam. However, the noun which will follow this to make it a complete sentence will be without alif lam, will be without alif lam, because in the Arabic language, and even in English language, when you have a sentence, so when we say hada, hadihi, all of these are nouns. So nouns are things which refer to objects and non-living things. These are nouns. And when a noun starts a sentence, that type of sentence construction in Arabic, we call it mubtada and khabar. So mubtada means the noun which starts a sentence, and in English we call it the subject. And whenever you have a subject, you have a predicate, khabar. So when you say this Quran, what's about this Quran? This Quran is in Arabic. So in English language, when you have a sentence of say this book is, sorry, hada kitabun. If I said this is a book, hada kitabun, this is a treated as a sentence. Why? Because you in English language you need to have the link word is between two nouns for it to be a sentence. Correct? If I said this book, so this is a table, this is a chair, this is small. So when you have this is the actual joining particle between two words together, creating that link and creating a statement. Correct? Is that clear?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Now let me move on now. So remember, okay, let me go now. See this now.
So what is the joining word? This is a book,
So
you said, right?
yeah, so in the Arabic language, let me explain. So when you have these sentences at the moment, like ha, so when we have, let me show you. So here at the moment, هذه الأنهار, هذه الأنهار, هذا النار, these are phrases. They are incomplete sentences. Okay? And
Right.
okay, now over here now, let me show you, and then I will inshallah conclude this. See this here now. هذا كتاب. Everyone can follow this, yeah?
Yeah, right.
هذا كتاب. Now the translation here for this is a book. It's treated as a complete sentence. Yes, following?
No, but which word is making it complete?
I'm
Hada
telling you-
kitabun means this book, right?
Good. That's a good question. I'll answer that now. Now, how do we know that this is a complete sentence? Now, in the Arabic language, the Arabic language, it's a language based upon i'rab, harakat.
Right. Correct.
Now, when you change the harakat, when you say, for example, if you say kitaban, kitabun, kitabin, when you change the harakat of the last letter of a word, this conveys the changing of the position of the noun from being, for example, being a statement or being an object of a sentence. Okay, so for example, if I said dharban, dharban, if I said the word dharbatan, here, when you say dharbatan, it means that hitting, meaning that someone is doing someone is hitting someone. So when you say dharbatan, like someone's been really hit. When you say fatatin, dharbatan, for example. I'm just giving you an example. But over here now, when we say hada kitabun, now in the Arabic language, how many words do we have? Hada meaning this, kitabun is book. So we have this and and book. Okay. Now, in the Arabic language, first remember this point. The word the ba on kitabun, what harakat does it have here?
Tanween, right?
Yeah.
Dhamma.
Yeah. So remember this point. all nouns in the Arabic language, when they come without alif lam, they get tanween, dhamma, tanween. Okay, and when a noun has a dhamma tanween, this implies it means a book. It implies, so when you say kitabun, qalamun, babun, masjidun, means a book. And in English language, whenever you say a book, it is treated as a common noun, nakira, common noun, meaning that it could be any book. It could be a maths book, it can be a science book. You're not referring to a particular book, but you're making a statement itself, a book. This is a book. But you're not referring what book you're referring to. Okay, it is still treated as a common noun. And when you have alif lam, like
That is a particular, yeah.
yes, this is called ma'rifa, a proper noun. This house. So
No, but my question is, which
I will answer.
word is
Don't worry.
donating?
I need to.
Is-
I can't answer the question straight away, because if you don't understand the preliminary, you won't understand. Give me a few minutes, and I'll inshallah answer the question itself in detail. So I'm going through the detail gradually, so that you can absorb all the information. So now, when we say hadha kitabun, when you have a tanween at the last letter of a noun, it represents a book. It represents a book. However, when you have a sentence and you have the word hadha and you have kitab, if you have hadha kitabun, now what happens here in the Arabic language, when you have hadha and another noun with a dhamma tanween, the dhamma tanween or kitabun, because it is situated after hadha, this kitabun gives two benefits now. One, it refers that you're referring to a book, and the second meaning it conveys, it means that the word kitab and hadha, you have not randomly just put kitab after hadha. No, the positioning which is taking after kitab is now getting the dhamma tanween. The second reason for it is that there is a relationship of hadha kitabun, and this dhamma tanween is also coming in the meaning of is as well, on the ba dhamma tanween. So when a second noun comes and it has a dhamma tanween, it conveys the meaning of a book and also conveys the meaning of is. So hadha kitabun is translated, this is a book. So this is the two benefits which kitabun, the dhamma tanween, is getting or giving. Is that clear now?
Yes, yes.
Yes, yes.
Sister Farhana, Brother Mehdi, Sister Naz,
Yes.
Sister
Yes.
Saida.
Thank you.
So whenever you read the Quran, after hadha, if the second noun comes with a tanween, it has two benefits. One, it gives benefit that the noun which is indefinite, and it's also coming in the meaning of is as well. And that's the reason why when we read over here now, ذَلِكَ الْكِتَابُ, what are we translating, Sister Nilo, Sister Saida?
That book.
Yes, that book.
Yeah,
So
because
this
there's
is
no.
yeah,
Oh,
carry on.
sorry. I was saying, like, here it's definite. Plus,
Yes.
there is no tanween.
Correct.
So that signifies there is no is, and so yeah.
Exactly. So because of the alif, so this is a ruling after dhalika, if the second noun comes, which is alif lam, it's treated as a phrase now together. So whereas in hadha kitabun is not treated as a phrase, it's treated as a sentence, because you have this is a book. So there's a formula, just a basic formula. Whenever you have in English language whenever you have is in a sentence, whatever comes before is treated as the subject, and what comes after is treated as the khabar. Khabar, information, news, which has been given about this book. Is that clear now? Sister Naz, iPhone. Sister Sayyida, is that clear? And there's two Sister Sayyidas as
Yes.
well today.
Oh, okay.
Yes, it is clear. Thank you.
Yes, thank you.
Yes.
So one Sister Saida and the other one is Sayyida, correct?
I'm Saida.
Okay. You have Sayyida and you have Sayyida as well too. Okay, brilliant. Okay, now so is that now that's that. Now let me move on. This is so this is now some extra things which is not we didn't cover last week. So we have the following things. So let's bring Saida on the mic. We had Saida before, not
Yes.
Saida. So
Yeah.
can you read the following now? So we have in the Arabic language. So this is the next point I'm going to move on to. Now in the Arabic language, you have singular, mufrad, you have dual. Dual
Yeah.
refers to two things.
Yeah.
And then we have plural. So in the Arabic language, anything more than two is treated as
Jama.
plural.
Pure.
Jama, exactly. So in the Arabic language, normally in English language, anything more than one is plural, but in the Arabic language, anything more than two is plural. So
Plural.
we have hada, hadani, which is
Yeah.
these two, haulai, these,
Like this.
hadihi, this, hatani,
Hatani.
and haulai.
Haulai.
Bismillah, say
Yeah.
that, go through that.
So what do I have to do? I just read it?
Yeah, just repeat and translate as well.
Okay.
So it sinks
Okay.
in.
So the mudhakkar, which is the masculine,
Excellent.
hadha is a singular, which is this, and the dual will be these, like these two, hadhani, and then the plural would be these all, haulai.
Excellent.
Right. Okay. And then the mu'annas, feminine, is this would be hadhihi, and the dual would be hathani. That is these two, and then the jam plural would be haulai.
Exactly.
These all. So then, sorry, what is this then in the middle?
So the
Hadaini.
so we have hadani, hadaini, hataini, hatani, and hataini. Now,
Okay.
so in the Arabic, as I said to yourself, in the Arabic language, the language is based upon harakat and changes of the letters. So the hadani is depending upon which situation it's coming in. So sometimes it comes hadani. When it's coming the beginning of the sentence, it's hadani. But
Okay.
when it coming in the middle of the sentence, then it's treated, it comes hadaini.
Faini.
Hadani
Okay.
and
And
of course,
hataini.
yeah.
Okay.
So just remember that I can't go through all of the
Yeah.
rules
Yeah.
because it'll be too much. I'm gradually going to build upon your
Yeah.
understandings itself.
Yeah.
Sister
Okay.
Niloufar, is that clear for you as well?
Yes, brother.
Any questions?
Not so far.
How about Sister Nasreen and Brother Mehdi? Is any question from you? Okay, that's good. Now, I want Sister Saida, Saida, can you kindly come on the mic? I want you to read a few of these examples, and then
Yeah.
let's start with some of the examples now.
Okay.
هذه.
All right. هذه أمتكم.
Okay.
This is your community.
Okay. This is your community. Now here you'll see هذه is being used because the word ummatun. Now this time this should be atum ta marbuta around ta, but because the pronoun kum is a pronoun in the Arabic language, is joining on, so is now used as ta. So ummatukum. So this is your community. So
your
you see
community.
this, and then you have is your communities is ummatukum. So the word ummatukum is your communities.
Community. Yeah.
Continue.
وهذا كتاب مصدق لسانا عربيا, and this is a book confirming it right in Arabic language. Lisanun Arabiya is the Arabic language.
Yeah. So here you see هذا كتاب. This is a book. So you see هذا is coming as this, and then you have is كتاب مصدق لسانا عربيا. So you see these words coming after each other as well. Brilliant.
Yeah.
And then Of course, there are several things I will need to cover. I will need to do another. I will do another session on this as well, on this lesson itself. This is the first phase of this lesson because there's quite a lot of things which needs to cover within this lesson. But this book hasn't explained. I will cover a few more things and I'll extract a few more rulings from this. Bismillah. Here's Qala ana Yusufu.
قال أنا يوسف وهذا أخي.
Okay.
He said, I am Yusuf and this is my brother.
Okay, now I'm going to gradually introduce to you now the word ummatukum. The word kum
Yeah.
is yours, okay? Yours
Yeah.
for masculine, yours,
Yeah.
and this is called a pronoun. Ummatukum, your communities. So this is a plural, a pronoun attached to a noun. And over here now, qala ana. The word ana means I.
Mine. I. Yeah.
I. So I'm trying to, what I'm going to do is that I'm now moving from hada, the demonstrative nouns, and now joining in with hada pronouns, and then inshallah I'll build upon it and I link them together so that you understand how pronouns and hada can be joined together in sentences. So that's the reason why I'm trying to go on to the next phase now. So here the word akhi. And this is basically trying to give you a basic understanding, and then I'll join everything together systematically. The word akhi,
Brother.
means my brother.
My brother, yeah.
Yeah. So whenever you add, now let me just tell you something now. When you add a ya, so in the Arabic language, whenever you add ya,
It's mine.
exactly. So if you said the word kitabun, which means a book, and if you now whenever
Kitabi.
ya comes, the previous letter kitabun, the ba will change to a kasra. So add ya to kitabun will become,
Kitabi.
what does that mean?
My book.
My book. And if you said the word imamun, and you
Yeah,
add
it will
ya,
become imami, my
Yes.
imam.
If you said the word in the Arabic language, you have babun.
Babun is a door, right?
Yes.
And okay, so it can't be my door, can it?
Yeah.
It has to be the bait. The bait will have to
Hey,
come in.
Babi.
Bobby.
Yeah.
Okay, we can do that. Okay,
Yeah, you
so
say Babi.
Bobby,
Yeah.
my door. Okay.
Yeah. So now let me just give you a bit. When you hear the word ana Yusufu.
Yeah.
What did Rasulullah What did Rasulullah sallallahu ana madinatul
Madinatul
ilmi.
ilm wa aliyun.
Ana madinatul ilmi.
Madinatul
Wa aliyun
babuha.
babuha. So
Okay, yeah.
ha is another pronoun. Yeah.
Okay. It goes back to the.
I'm trying to gradually make you
Yeah.
create an understanding. Once there's an understanding, and then I'll join everything systematically together, inshallah.
Yeah.
So don't worry.
Inshallah.
You may say, oh, Sheikh has thrown out pronouns here, there. Why is it not systematic? I will bring that gradually, inshallah. Don't worry.
Inshallah.
Then, okay, let me give the last one to yourself, and then I'll bring someone else on the bike. Bismillah. Qalu.
Qalu. Is it in?
Yeah.
In or in? It's just in.
This was in.
Qalu in hadani la sahirani. They said, these two are surely magicians.
These two surely on magician here. So hadani, which we have done before in today's lesson.
Two of them.
Yeah,
Dual.
two of them.
Yeah.
Any
Hadani.
question?
So this is again the same one like Hazi, like we did, which you said that if it is in the middle, it's going to be Hadani. But what about the Hadain? I don't know.
So
I'm a bit.
this is a exception because what's happened whenever so this is an exception where hadani is coming as, even though it's coming in the middle, it's not hadan, it's coming hadan. This is an exception.
Okay.
The reason for why, inshallah later on I will explain, but not yet, because if I do it, then it will be
it will be confusing.
Yeah, it'll be confusing.
Okay.
Brother Nasreen, brother Mehdi, sister Fizza, any questions?
Not yet. Thank you.
I didn't understand Hadani.
So
Sorry about that,
hadani,
sir. Yes.
it is the dual, means they said surely these two individuals are magicians. So hadani is referring to these two, whereas hada refers to one individual, and when you're referring to two things or two individuals, then use hadani.
But is it for both men and women, like Muannas and Mudhakkar?
Very good question. So normally hadani is referring to masculine.
Oh, yes, that's what I thought.
Yeah.
But
And
then
when you
sometimes they have the same.
Yeah. So when you're referring to female, then use a hatani.
Okay.
Hatani, okay?
And
And
if it's one male or one female,
then you use hadani.
the same that's here.
Yeah, the hadani, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So
Okay.
normally in the Arabic language, like
Mm.
the ayat here, we're using the plurals qum. So in the Arabic language, is that if you're one female and several individuals, males, you use the masculine plural to refer to the females in that gathering itself. So that's a formula.
Oh, so if there's a female in the crowd,
Yeah,
whatever crowd, two or whatever, so we say the male
yeah, pronouns,
word,
yeah,
right?
yeah,
So the male dominates there, eh?
correct. So
Okay.
then we have
What is it?
Sister Naz.
Don't go there. Don't go there.
Sister Naz, are
Uh,
you there? Naz Arifan, would you be able to come?
Can I ask a question,
Is
please?
it?
Yes. ahead.
In the previous lecture, we learned that if something is like a pronoun like my book,
Yep.
then the demonstrative noun comes after that.
Yep.
But here we are seeing that when it's saying wahaza akhi, the demonstrative noun is coming before akhi. So how is that working?
So, okay, hada akhi here. Now, when this is coming here, this is my brother. So this is going to be, hada is going to be treated as the subject. Akhi it's a construction of two nouns together. Akhun and ya. This is my brother. So this is going to be treated as subject, and akhi is going to be treated as the khabar. So can you see here? Yusuf said, "This is my brother." So they are treated as a complete sentence. First part is treated as the subject, and the second part is treated as the khabar here.
Okay, so the difference between kitabi haza is that it's kind of a phrase. Okay, got it.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay, no problem.
Is it a tilka for female, feminine?
Yeah, just tilka is for feminine and dhalika is for masculine.
Right.
Right.
So haza.
Yep.
Haza is for both.
No, hada is for masculine. So if it's
And
sister,
hazihi.
hadihi. If it's this is my sister, I will say the word ukhti is my sister. Hadihi ukhti. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Right, brother Mehdi. Bismillah.
Just quick question. If tilka is for the feminine, why do we tilka Rasul?
Okay, I will answer. That is a good question. Let me just finish this off. And
Okay.
تلك الرسل فضلنا على بعض. It comes in the Quran. Yes, I will answer that question next session. Let me just, because if I start going to the technicalities, because sometimes in the Quran, in the Arabic language, there are some exceptions from the general ruling as well, inshallah. Okay.
Where do you want me to start?
Start from this one. Anna yuhyi.
Yuhyi hazihil Allah ba'da mawtiha.
Yeah. So
How will this be brought back to life by Allah after its death?
after its death. Excellent. So here, hadihi, anna yuhyi, he will give it life. Hadihi is referring, and Allah is referring to feminine. Allah is Allah with the dhamma, ba'da mawti, after its death. Now here, after its death. So we have its death is a pronoun attached, okay? And then over here, brother Mehdi, bismillah, qul hadihi.
قل هذه سبيلي أدعو إلى الله.
Yeah, قل هذه سبيلي أدعو إلى الله. Correct.
Say this is my way I invite towards Allah.
Yeah, so here you see a pronoun attached, sabili. This is my path. I'm inviting towards Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Correct. Next one, please.
إن هذه أمتكم أمة واحدة.
Correct.
Yeah. This community of yours is certainly one community.
Excellent. So ummatukum is feminine, so use hadhihi. And then over here now, the word ash-shajaratu has a time marbuta at the end, so we use hadhihi. And this is referring to Hazrat Adam and Hazrat Hawa.
ولا تقربا هذه الشجرة ثم أنتم هؤلاء تقتلون أنفسكم.
Correct.
First
So,
person who kill your own.
so antum you haulai, then you are the persons who kill your own people. So thumma antum haulai taqtuluna anfusakum, your own people. Excellent. So the word haulai is being used.
Plural.
And then you have these two, and then inshallah I'm going to move on and do something next. Bismillah.
Okay. قال إني أريد أن
Uridu.
أريد أنهك إهدي ابنتي
Ihday ibnatayya.
ابنتي هاتين.
Hatayni. Excellent. So here the word ibnat, so the hatayni is coming. Can you see this now, sister? Hatayni. Now this is coming,
Yes.
and from hatani is now coming
Hani.
hatayni.
Hatain.
Excellent. So because now it's coming in a different situation, now it's coming. So normally, just passing by. So whenever a thing is coming as an object, from hatani it becomes hatayni. So he said, surely I will desire that I marry to you one of my two daughters. So that's the reason why it's coming as an object, and therefore in the position of an object. That's why it's hatain. And finally,
اذهبوا بقميصي هذا فألقوه على وجه أبي.
exactly. So this is Yusuf alayhi salam speaking to his brother. Idhabu, go. Biqamisi. So the word ya is coming, which is a pronoun. Idhabu biqamisi hada. Hada being referring back to the shirt, which is masculine. Fa'alquhu. Throw it, cast it. Ala wajhi abi, on the face of my father. So abun is father, and abi is my father. Any questions?
No.
Okay. Sister Nasreen, do you have any questions?
No.
Clear so far?
Yeah. Shukran.
Okay, sister. Who's there next? Sister Fiza, can you come on the mic?
Yes, sir.
Bismillah. So now
Bismillah Rahman Rahim.
we're doing dhalika and tilka. So dhalika and tilka are used for something which is slightly further away. Bismillah. So
Okay, so
ignore these duals. These muthanna duals, don't do these because they're hardly used in the Quran as well. So ignore them. Just read them,
okay,
of course, as a point of knowing that these are the duals, but they're hardly used in the Quran. Dhalika, tilka, ulaika, and ulaika is used. Bismillah.
okay. Bismillah Rahman Rahim. Zalika is that,
Mhm.
that, and ulaika, those, all.
Ulaika
Zalika,
ulaika humul khairul bariya, about Imam Ali alayhi salam in Surah Bayyinah.
yes,
So,
mashallah, yes,
yeah. Okay.
right. So Zalika is for singular and those is for ulaika is for plural.
Yeah. And sometimes
Tilka,
just one,
yes,
one
well,
point. Sometimes ulaika is used singular, but ulaika is used. Sometimes in the Arabic language, you use it's referring to one person, you use the plural as a means to show respect and honor to the person itself.
oh,
Ulaika humul khairul bariya.
oh.
Instead
Aga,
of
if some respected Maulana comes in the room, so how would you say that?
so
Like if
it's
you want to use ulaika.
yeah, you will say instead of saying huwa, you will say hum. He is huwa.
Oh,
So if you say huwa fil ghurfati, he is in the room, you will say hum fil ghurfati. They instead of use the plural to refer to the singular
oh,
itself.
okay. All right. Sahih.
Tilka.
Okay. Tilka, that
Yep.
singular, and ulaika is plural,
Excellent.
all. So for both the plural is the same, right?
Yes, masculine and feminine is the same.
Yes.
Right, give me 1 second. Before I move on, I want to do something else. Give me 1 second.
No, take your
And
time.
this is another handout I will share with you because this will be quite useful if I actually go through this now. Just hope it's on this laptop. Just give me 1 second. Right, Khair is not a problem. I will do it next session. It's going to take a few minutes. Okay. Right, there's one point I want to share. Inshallah, I'll do that next session to finalize this lesson now. So let's go through these ayats. This is Fiza.
Ji. This one.
Tilka. So this is
Do you want me to read the
exact
English one or just this one?
the Arabic and the English as well together.
Like from Tilka?
Yes, Tilka Rusulu.
Tilka Rasul, those messengers.
Correct.
And Tilka Ayatullahi,
Yeah. So the word
these
so ayatun
plural.
is a sign and ayatun is signs. So
Okay.
tilka is used, the feminine is used. Tilka ayatullah. So ayatun is plural and tilka is the singular feminine of dhalika tilka. So these are the signs of Allah. Tilka ayatullah. Okay. So the plural ayatun is plural and we're using tilka. We're not using ulaika. Ulaika, you remember the ulaika? Sister Fiza,
That.
dhalika tilka, ulaika is
That.
ulaika is for those are only used for human beings.
Oh,
Ulaika is only used for human beings.
okay.
Okay.
So
let me
that's
show
why
you
we
here.
use Tilka?
Yeah. So ulaika meaning those are only used for human beings. They're never used for objects itself. For the objects, tilka is used. Being singular or plural, tilka is used. Okay.
Okay.
So tilka ayatullahi, these are the
Tilka
signs of Allah.
ayat. These are the signs of Allah.
So you will see here now, tilka is coming as these, and are and is on both words when you join two nouns together itself.
Yes.
Okay, next one. ذَلِكَ الْكِتَابُ.
Yes. ذَلِكَ الْكِتَابُ لَا رَيْبَ فِيهِ. This is the book. In its
There's a
guidance,
mistake there.
sure.
There's a mistake in the translation. It should be translated as this book, and so this is the book. This book.
Oh, because of al, right?
Yes,
Al-kitabu.
exactly. MashaAllah.
Okay, yeah. It's like
MashaAllah.
proper
Yeah.
noun. So this book, in its guidance, sure, without doubt.
Correct.
And then the next one is tilka rusulu faddalna ba'dahum ala ba'd.
Then correct.
Those messengers, we had made some to excel others.
Exactly. So one of them are excelling the others itself. So
I have a question.
this is just a point which they'll throw in is that you know the concept
Those,
of the companions. The Sunnis say that kulluhum adulun. They say all of the companions are just adil. They are equivalent. They
mm,
are adil. None of them is unjust. This against the Quranic concept, even in regards to the prophets. The prophets are not of the same position and station itself. So the
right.
prophets are tilka rusul faddalna. Prophets are not of the equal station, let alone you're saying that the companions are all just itself. So this is a concept against the Quran, but is a concept which is made deliberately by them to Madallah, shouldn't say, but this is the truth, is that they have put the Sahaba in the position of the Ahlul Bayt al-Muslim. They don't
Yes,
want to accept the Ahlul Bayt al-Muslim as being infallible, but they have
yeah,
made the companions who killed
yes,
each other, who did all sort of atrocities, and made them to protect them. They have made the concept that they're all just itself.
yes. The regular human beings, they've made it.
Yeah. So
I wanted to ask Tilka Rasulo. That Rasulo is singular.
yes, I'll do that. No,
Yeah.
Rasulu is singular, Rasulu is plural. I'll explain this next session, inshallah.
Okay.
I've got a question, Sheikh.
Yes, go, sister.
Even the above, it says those messengers. You said Olaika is used for humans. Rasulo is humans. So why are we putting Tilka? Why are we not doing
Yeah,
Olaika Rasulo?
I will explain that next session, inshallah. This about tilka and ar-rasulu itself. Why is it tilka, inshallah? Just take the basic and ar-rasulu. I will explain that. And this is twice you ask. I will explain that, inshallah, next session when we start off, inshallah. Because there's a handout which I want to explain. I haven't got the book on this laptop. I thought I had downloaded it, but I haven't. But inshallah, next session I will download it and I'll show you as well now, inshallah. Thank you for observing that, sister. Bismillah. Qala, they said.
قال ذلك ما كنا
Nabghi.
نبغي. قال يعني उसने कहा, I mean,
He said.
he said that is what we have been seeking for.
Exactly. Jazakallah.
Yeah.
Sister Nella, for Bismillah, come on the mic.
Yes.
Bismillah. فذلك
فذلك برهاناني من ربي من
من
ربك.
ربك. So these are
So
two
those
proofs. So the dhanika is referring to two
two are
proofs.
the proof.
Correct.
Okay,
So the word dhanika is being used here now.
of
And
your
then
prophethood.
yeah. Bismillah, next one.
Danika.
And then we have ulaika.
أولئك على هدى يا أولئك على
على هدى من ربهم.
هدى من ربهم
Excellent.
وأولئك هم
مفلحون.
المفلحون.
Exactly.
Those are guidance from their festival.
And those are the persons who are ulaika humul
Successful.
successful ones. Exactly. Excellent.
Shall I do the next one?
Yes, the next two, and that'll be sufficient for today.
Okay. أن يأتيكما ذلكما مما علمني ربي.
Rabbi.
That is something of what my fosterer has
Taught me.
taught me.
Exactly. And then dhalikum.
الله ربكم ذلكم الله رب فاعبدوه أفلا تذكرون. That is Allah your foster.
Correct. So serve him.
Will you not then mind?
Brilliant. Brilliant. Thank you. So in the last two examples, dhalikuma and dhalikum are used. Although they seem like dual and plural, they are singular, but the pronouns used are dual and plural. So yeah, so here what's happening is that you're adding some pronouns to, of course, next session I'm going to go through the pronouns in the Arabic language. Right, the last two examples I'm going to leave. So this is the basic lesson, what we have covered. And then inshallah, next session, I'm going to cover about tilka, ar-rusulu, and then also I'm going to talk about the pronouns, sabili, and so forth. So I'm going to join and teach pronouns next session so that you understand everything as well. So any questions from anyone?
No, Sheikh, thank you.
Everything that you understood, yes?
Yes, we can see
Yeah.
that. Yeah.
Okay, brilliant. Okay, so inshallah, there's one more. There's two things: pronouns and about sentence constructions, is how to make a sentence in the Arabic language, and these sentence constructions. I'll talk about this inshallah next session. Inshallah, Jazakallah. Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa ali Muhammad wa ajil farajahum. Any question from anyone? Is this clear for everyone?
Sir, you will send us this the pages that you taught us.
Yeah, I've sent you've got these pages already from last. I've sent them already.
Okay, then okay, so then I have it here.
Yeah. Everyone's got the pages already. Okay.
Mhm. Okay,
Jazakallah
thank you,
khair.
sir. Jazakallah.
Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa ali Muhammad.